All right, part 2, Pharaoh's dreaming. Let's see what he does. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh. This is verse 9 of chapter 41 in Genesis. I do remember my faults this day. That's kind of a brave statement to make before Pharaoh, the ruler of the land. That's kind of a brave statement. I do remember my faults this day. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants and put me in ward in the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker. And we dreamed a dream in one night, I and he, and we dreamed each man according to interpretation of his dream. And there was there with us a young man of something. And we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams. And to each man, according to his dream, he did interpret. And it came to pass as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored into my office, and him he hanged. So our butler friends just recounting to Pharaoh how Joseph had handled their dreams and how everything came out exactly true. Butler was restored, baker. Then Pharaoh says, then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph. If Joseph can answer the butler and the dead baker's dreams, then maybe, just maybe, it's worth getting that dude out of prison to tell him my dream. And Joseph shaved himself, gets out of dungeon hastily, shaved himself, and changed his raiment, and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and then there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret. So it's interesting. And we see once again that we're covering our similarities. I missed a few in chapter 40. I forgot about that. But here we see there's a similarity between Jesus and Joseph. And they both share that revealer of dreams. They have that knowledge of future times and so forth. Jesus was Son of God, so he can, has that extra revelation. And Joseph was obedient to God. God gave him some extra revelation. And so Pharaoh's like, well, hey, I heard told of you, Joseph, that you can interpret my dreams. I would love you to interpret my dreams since you have this skill. And Joseph said, Joseph answered Pharaoh and saying, it is not me. That's pretty brave. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. Now, remember, we're gonna pause it right there and start video 3. But remember, this is just who Joseph is. He's humble. He understands where his power, where his influence comes from. He's been in jail an extra 2 years because the butler conveniently forgot to get him out. We know God works all things together for good. As putting myself in Joseph's shoes, I wouldn't see any good. We haven't read the end of the chapter yet here, or end of his story. But what good came out of being there an extra 2 years? I mean, Joseph had to be in jail for an extra 2 years. But still, when Joseph gets out of prison, he's not like, okay, yeah, I have the skill set for dreams. Just get me out of jail. It's like, no. I don't have this skill. God gives me the interpretation of the dreams. It's all God. And I think that's really amazing that throughout this story, if you go back and we look at all of our videos, or if you just read it for yourself, I start at Genesis 37, read the whole story here of Joseph. And all through there, you see Joseph's obedience, reverence, respect, and just his fear of the Lord, but it's just a lifestyle. It's not, like we said last video, it's not a Sunday only thing. It's just like, this is who I am. This is my life. And that really, really impresses me. So end up for the video today. We'll finish this chapter. 41 only has 57 verses. One thing interesting too, I'll have to look it up. I'll tell you in the next video. But 14, talks about dungeon. I'm going to look up and I'll tell you in the next video how many times dungeon is used throughout God's word. So hang in there.